Hello, everyone. Welcome back. If you rely on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or you're on a fixed income of any kind, this could change a lot for you. We're talking about a possible $200 per month raise, a plan to fix how COLA increases are calculated, new pressure on lawmakers, and, yeah, even more drama around tariffs and rising prices. There's a lot happening at once. And before you think, oh boy, here we go again, just stick with me. I'll break this down in a simple way that actually makes sense. And trust me, some of this might surprise you. Real quick before we go any further, if you want to stay on top of Social Security changes, benefit updates, and anything that affect your wallet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It keeps you informed, and honestly, it helps the channel reach more people who need this info. All right, here's the deal. I've been seeing so many of you asking in the comments, is this $200 thing real? Is it just talk? Is this the same old bill from years ago? And I totally get it. We've watched ideas like this pop up before 2020, 2022, 2023, and then nothing. But this time, something different is happening, and I want to walk you through it because this affects over 50 million people. So let's start with a headline. Lawmakers, yes, real lawmakers in the Senate, just reintroduced two major bills aimed at boosting Social Security. One would give a temporary $200 per month increase from January through June 2026, and the other would change how your COLA is calculated forever. And what's wild is this thing is actually gaining support from both sides, which is like spotting a unicorn in Washington these days. Now, before I explain the part that really shocked me, here's something important. This $200 bump would be tax-free, and it wouldn't count as income, so it wouldn't mess with Medicaid, food assistance, housing help, or anything like that. For a lot of folks, that alone is huge. And let's be real, people need help now. Prices are up, groceries are up, healthcare's up, and I don't need to tell you that. You've lived it. I've heard so many of you saying in the comments, I'm choosing between food and meds, my rent went up again, and COLA didn't even touch the bills this year. You're not imagining it. Inflation hit 3% again, and the cost of living is eating through people's checks faster than ever. And let me just say this too, because I think a lot of people forget it. Social Security isn't some handout. You paid into this your whole life. Every paycheck, every long shift, every tough job, you earn these benefits. So when lawmakers talk about giving you a little extra help, it's not charity. It's not a bonus. It's literally just giving people back a piece of what they've already worked for. I hear from so many of you saying things like, I feel guilty asking for help, or I don't want to rely on benefits. And honestly, you shouldn't feel bad for a second. You've held up this country for decades, and all people are asking for now is a little breathing room. That's not too much to ask, right? Now, here's where things get interesting. Senator Elizabeth Warren came out swinging with this proposal. And whether you love her or not, she's saying something a lot of people feel. Seniors are paying the price for higher costs largely caused by these chaotic tariffs. And she flat out said, if the president can send billions to other countries, we can send $200 a month to American seniors. That got a lot of attention. A lot. What's even more interesting? The president himself keeps pushing his $2,000 tariff rebate idea. So both sides are basically pointing to tariffs as a reason Americans need relief. Funny how that works, right? When both sides start using the same word, you know something's up. And here's the shocking part one mentioned. For once, the proposal isn't just about a temporary patch. They're also trying to fix the COLA calculation permanently. Right now, COLA is based on the CPIW, which tracks inflation for workers, not retirees. Retirees spend more on healthcare, prescriptions, rent, and none of that is reflected properly in CPIW. So this new bill would switch to something called CPI, the Consumer Price Index for the elderly. It's not perfect, but it tracks senior spending way better. Think of it like switching from a blurry pair of glasses to a pair that's at least the right prescription. But let's be real for a second. A 6-month $200 bump? For some people, it's life-changing. For others, it might feel like a Band-Aid on a broken leg. That's just the truth. And remember, the average benefit right now is about $2,008 a month. So this raise would be about a 10% increase. Add the projected 2.8% COLA for 2026, which is like $56 more, and suddenly you've got a little breathing room. Is it perfect? No. But is it something? Yeah, it is. But here's the part that worries me, and I'm just sharing this as a friend who cares. 6 months goes by fast. Really fast. I've talked to so many people who said, I finally get ahead just a tiny bit, and then the help disappears. That's my fear with temporary boosts. Folks get used to it, they rely on it, and then it's gone. And then it feels worse than before. Still, I want to hear from you. Seriously, drop a comment and tell me what you think. Would you rather get $200 a month for 6 months, or see something longer term, even if it's a little less? There's no wrong answer. I just want to hear how you feel about it. And while we're here, let me touch on the bigger picture. Some people are worried about Social Security running out of money by the mid 2030s. That's real. And that's why some lawmakers are pushing back on the boost, saying it's not sustainable. But the counter argument is simple. People can't survive right now. Seniors shouldn't have to skip rent or meds because Washington wants to argue about things that should have been fixed 10 years ago. People deserve to retire with dignity, not panic. And hey, think of someone you know who might really need this info. A parent, a neighbor, someone struggling. Share this video with them. These updates matter. Now, just to recap quickly so it's all clear, there's a new push for a $200 per month increase for Social Security from January through June 2026. It would be tax-free. It wouldn't affect other benefits. And there's a separate bill that could permanently change how COLA is calculated using CPI, which better matches what seniors actually spend money on. Nothing is passed yet, but there's momentum, there's pressure, and honestly, there's need. So now, if you want to stay updated on this, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. Things are changing fast, and you deserve to know what's going on with your money and your benefits. Take care, stay warm, and you're appreciated.